This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Rob Taylor. One final segment here, and before we get to our picks, talk some college football, and there's something like 40 bowl games have already started, so we won't go over all of them. We'll just fast forward to the end. The two semifinal games, the Sugar Bowl, Clemson and Alabama. Who do you like in that one?
This is probably the real national championship as far as I'm concerned. I'm going Clemson. We talked about it. I think Alabama lost somebody to injury.
Yes.
They're ranked number one. That's who I'm taking for the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Clemson, they've figured out they're not afraid of Alabama like everyone else is. Obviously beating them last year in the national championship, playing them the year before, and it was a close one then. So it's almost like, Alabama has that aura and that mystique, but Clemson knows, and I know they don't have Deshaun Watson. They got a different team, but I think Clemson can get it done this year again as an underdog. And then the other game, the Rose Bowl, Oklahoma and Georgia. Great. I think that's going to be a great game. Oklahoma with a high-powered offense, obviously the Heisman winner Baker Mayfield, and Georgia coming from the SEC. Great defense. Who you like in that one?
I'm going Oklahoma. Just a hunch I got.
Yep.
But two, I think, fairly evenly matched teams. It should be a good game. It's going to be a great day of football. I think these two games are on New Year's Day, back to back, like a 5 o'clock start and an 8 o'clock start. So get yourself some popcorn.
Right.
Kick up the thermostat a little bit so you're warm and cozy, and enjoy some good football.
Yeah, they changed it from last year. The last 2 years had been on New Year's Eve, and it just didn't seem to work out. I mean, I think they got the ratings, but I just don't think people were happy with that. So now New Year's Day, you can relax New Year's Day, watch some of the other bowl games, and then these two games at night. I think Oklahoma wins that one. It's just that offense is so good. And I know Georgia's got a good defense, but they haven't seen an offense. They play in the SEC. The offenses are not like they're going to see in Oklahoma. So there's going to be a couple really good games. Who do you have winning the championship of those two teams coming from those games?
I'm going Clemson. I just think it's a
back-to-back.
It's a powerhouse that is probably here for a while, just based on coaching and recruiting.
Especially, like I said, losing Deshaun Watson, and they're right there. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I think their offense, Baker Mayfield wins the Heisman and then wins the championship. So he's got Clemson. I've got Oklahoma.
It's time for the Salt Hill Pub Picks of the Week. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, live music, now here to serve you in 5 locations.
All right, here we are with our picks. Before we get the picks started, the guest on the season, 45-30. Good record for the guest, and I am 51-24, so 6 games up with 2 weeks to play, plus playoffs. So maybe you can make up some ground. You're going to have to make up some ground. You're 8-7 on the season, so above 500.
Okay.
Finish strong here. We'll start with a matchup that maybe not as much excitement now that Aaron Rodgers isn't playing, but still a divisional matchup. Vikings-Packers. This one's on Saturday night.
I just checked the spread. It was 1.5 points, so it's a pretty even matchup. Just a hunch. I'm going Packers on this one. I wish Aaron Rodgers was playing, but I think it's the best thing for him to keep him out. I don't want to see him get messed up anymore. It certainly seemed like he wasn't himself last week.
Right, he wasn't playing well last week, and so probably a good idea. I'm going to go with the Vikings. They still have a chance to get the number 1 overall seed if they can win, and then maybe get some help from the Eagles losing. So I'm going to take the Vikings. We go to the AFC East, Bills, Patriots. Patriots can't afford to have a slip-up here.
No, they can't afford, but I'm a buyer. Patriots at home against the Bills. It's sort of bad as they played. I think they're going to have a nice rebound game and play well this week.
I agree with you. They don't lose focus. Bill Belichick won't let them. I'm taking the Patriots at home as well. Rams and Titans. Rams, what a game they played last week, beating the Seahawks pretty badly. Titans falling. Maybe their playoff chances are dwindling. Who you got in this one?
The Rams are a 6-point favorite. They're looking great. I think one of the best stories in the NFL this year. I'm going Rams. Looking sharp, basically, as well. Sharp-dressed guys.
Yeah, and they played so well last week. Titans, I'm not buying in them. I think they're falling. They're showing their true colors, and I'm going to take the Rams to win that one as well. A big NFC South matchup. Falcons at Saints. Saints leading the division. Falcons still hanging on after the win against Tampa Bay. Who you got here?
Falcons don't look like they did last year. They're just not the team that they were, and the Saints are actually doing pretty darn good. So I'm going Saints on this one. Drew Brees has got a elite running back running for him this year. He's doing well. I think it's going to be the Saints.
Yep, I agree with you. The Saints are tied for first with the Panthers. They can't afford to lose. They lost to the Falcons a couple weeks ago on the road. This is a chance to take that win and get it at home this time. And then the last game for us, the Seahawks and Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, I believe he's coming back this week. Seahawks off that huge loss. This is a big one if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, it's kind of a statement game. Dallas is a 2.5 point favorite, but I do like to pick against Dallas this time of year.
Right.
It's kind of their time to start crumbling and falling apart. So I'm going Seahawks with this one. Just a hunch. I think that they'll actually have a rebound game based on their performance last week.
Yeah, I mean, they're a well-coached team. Obviously, Pete Carroll, they have playmakers. I'm just worried about the roster that's already, injured. There's so many guys who are out. I'm going to take the Cowboys, but I think it's going to be a great game, and that's going to be a really exciting one to finish off the week. So there you have our picks. Rob, thanks for coming in. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yeah, to you
and
too.
I guess we'll see you in the new year. You'll be
All
back
right,
in January.
right. Yep.
Thanks, everyone. You can check out our website, ycnnow.com, for listings of when we'll play, or you can watch a replay. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. See you next week.